Hi, it's Tim Hagen from Progress Coaching, and welcome to another episode of Coaching Conversations. And I wanted to make you aware of something very cool that we're doing on a subscription basis, and we'll put a link in each one of our episodes. But every Wednesday, we're going to be doing what we call an audio podcast workshop. That workshop will be roughly about 14 to maybe 20 minutes per episode, with each month having a theme from a coaching model, using feedback strategically, to coaching self-awareness, and so on. So if you could, look in the body or in the content description of each episode, and you will see a link where you can join this subscription. These are literally 4 workshops every month, teaching specific strategies to address a particular area of workplace coaching, as it relates, again, to things like awareness, motivation, teamwork, and what have you. Here's the cool thing. It's only $10 per month, and each month you will get a handout that we will follow along with. So we also give you a tool for you to take notes as we go through each episode. We hope you'll check it out.
Welcome to January. You're about to kick off the year. And let me just share this. With everything going on in the world, especially with artificial intelligence, we are needing leaders to coach now more than ever. So today we're going to talk about the awareness conversation, starting out with somebody in terms of developing a coaching relationship. Now, the awareness conversation is typically the first conversation you have with someone to establish a framework to coach together in terms of a target area or a focus. Now, there's never a better time to do that than the start of the year. Yet, let me make this comment. Now, I forget where I read this, but do you know that when people make New Year's resolutions, that people typically forget or stop doing the things required to meet their New Year's resolution by the middle of February? So with that being said, it's a great time to talk about end of the year and talk about the new year and talk about what are your goals for this year. So I want you to think about things in 4 quadrants. And if you want to draw 4 quadrants, in the upper left quadrant, put the word expectations. And then in the right upper quadrant, put their expectations. In the lower left quadrant, put down the word goals. And specifically put your goals and then put their goals. Now, I want to introduce you to a concept called the teeter totter. The teeter totter is what I expect from you in terms of being your leader specific to the job. Yet the flip side of the teeter totter, the other side of the teeter totter, is what that person wants. We call it the WIFT, what's in it for them. And that's specific to their goal. That's the balance act we have to portray, execute as leaders. So when you think about those quadrants, sit down with your person and ask them. So here are the expectations I have specific to your job. What are your expectations specific to the job? What would you like to improve inside the job? And then the teeter-totter is, what are your, here are my goals for the year specific to you. What are your goals? And that will help you create a really good balance. Now, remember, the teeter-totter never comes to a perfect balance. So again, upper left quadrant, expectations, your expectations of the job. So the upper level quadrant is the job. The lower part of the quadrant is, for lack of a better description, goals. Okay. And then when you go to their expectations in the upper right quadrant, write down those things. The lower left quadrant, you're going to write down your goals for that person, and then you're going to write down their goals that they have for themselves. Now, what this helps us do is flush out target areas that you can expect and coach to, as well as goals you can expect and coach to. Thank you for listening to another episode of Coaching Conversations by Tim Hagen and Progress Coaching. Now, our company is always coming out with new and innovative solutions to help leaders coach their employees. And recently, we just created a new service called Coach to You, where leaders can pick and choose topics and assign 7 to 21-day programs for employees to learn and, more importantly, apply actions and then reflect and share what they're going to do going forward as a result of the learning. It's called Coach to You. We're literally bringing coaching to your employees. If you're intrigued, we'll have a link in each one of our episodes where you can get more information. And again, thank you so much for listening to another episode.